어? 사무실로 못 들어가면 이거 저장은 어디서 해? 에?
This bin is full of empty bottles.
빈 술병,
A fishing advertisement.
낚시 광고.
I had thought that all station masters knew the Morse code, but apparently not.
아, 절에서 잘못 보낸 건가?
How could he fall asleep at work like this? Excuse me, sir. Wake up. Ah, his breath. He must have swallowed half a distillery.
And that explains the how.
By his sleeping off the alcohol, you mean? Wake up, please, sir.
What? The 18 hours 72 train has arrived?
Good day to you. We are investigating the disappearance of last night's train, and we should like to ask you a few questions.
이상해 생겼대.
Were there any passengers who got off that particular train at your station last night?
No, nobody, it seems to me. Although I did not leave my office, so...
No doubt you were very busy.
You don't say. You can't ever get any peace around here. Now you have to send a telegram each time a train arrives and departs.
술 마시면서 뭘 했다는 거지? 달아오른 콧등. 복장은 의외로 깔끔하네. 낚싯줄, 낚시. 다들 결혼한 건 도대체 왜 나오는 걸까? 와, 내가 놓친 게 뭐가 있을까? 아, 이거다.
Station Master Bertram from Bridlington showed me a strange telegram that he received from you last night. It concerned the train, but it was barely comprehensible.
What? He's a fastidious little twerp, that Bertram. I remember everything quite clearly. It was late, and I was tired, but I did my work. So what? There's no need to be so petty.
You were not tired, you were inebriated. Tell me the truth now, or I shall not hesitate to document your state in my report.
My friend means that you will end up by being sacked from your position.
All right. So I was drunk. I don't remember all of yesterday, to be truthful to you. Please don't go harsh on me.
Holmes, this man has consumed a considerable amount of alcohol. He's not entirely helpless yet, but...
It will not be long before he is. Obviously, his testimony cannot be trusted.
도움이 될 것 같지 않아. 이렇게 해도 되나? 체스터필드 역장은 알코올 중독자다. 얼굴색, 특히 코끝이 유별나게 붉기에 틀림없는 사실이다. 취미로 낚시를 즐기는 모양이다. 배우자가 훌륭하게 내조하고 있음에도 게으른 천성 덕분에 자신이 맡은 소임을 다하지 못하고 있다. 깔끔한 복장이라는 이유가 저것 때문에 깔끔한 거구나. 어디 보자.
A telegraph.
정보지. 아무것도 없었던 거. 아. 체스터필드역을 세세하게 조사를 해달라고 하는데 절로 가면은 괜찮을 것 같아. 아이고. 이쪽으로는 못 가는 모양이지. 뭐 살펴볼
This
수 있나?
Robinson fellow seems suspicious to me.
Locked. There is no sense in asking the station master to open it. We shall have to pick the lock.
매지가
Bags were recently dragged here. French wine, a remarkable vintage. These bottles are too expensive for a station master's wage. They were likely taken from the parcels.
Shameful.
이걸로 역장을 추궁할 수 있나?
These tools were used quite recently. They are still muddy. We should ask about them.
이 역장 나랑 대화 좀 하자. 늦겠지?
You have quite a number of dirty tools lying around here.
Ah, yes. Well, thank you for reminding me. I should clean them. Although, might be easier to put them outside. Seems it might start raining soon.
I meant, what were they used for?
Some workers come here and borrowed them from me. They wanted to lift the edge of the railway of one of the stations on the line, so that the water wouldn't come in too close.
Who were these workers?
Well, they didn't seem to be from the company, but they was fine lads. They invited me to share a drink. And whatever it was, it had a kick to it. They wasn't English. No, I don't believe so. But see, they knew just what a man needed to brighten up his dull evening.
그러니까.
Oh, will I ever get any peace?
I'm always wondering what's on your mind, Holmes.
할 말이 그것밖에 없냐고.
French wine, a remarkable vintage.
뭐가 저건?
Railway post bags. A handcar wheelbase. Interesting. It appears that elements of the same construction were scattered everywhere. Watson, please tell me, do you believe in magic?
Of course not, Holmes.
Then you are of the opinion that a train cannot simply disappear.
Well, we both know that that is obvious. Why are you asking such peculiar questions?
A little patience, Watson. You will understand my point quite soon. So, are you quite certain that you saw the train at Evesham Station?
Yes, of course. We saw it coming. The headlights. And heard the whistle.
But that is it. We didn't see the train itself.
But... Oh, Holmes, I'm a little confused.
다른 조사할 거리는 없고 추리를 합시다.
I should use the appropriate object here. I should use the appropriate object here. I should use the appropriate object here. I should use the appropriate object here.
오케이, 오케이. 이제 끝?
I should use the appropriate object here.
아,
So, now here we have the fake train that we saw approaching Evesham Station last night.
Doesn't look much like a train to me.
Be patient, Watson, I haven't finished yet. Try using your imagination. Our train requires only a headlight and a steam whistle. We need to attach a headlight and a steam whistle.
헤드라이트. 저거 얘기하는 건가? 아, 이렇게?
I need something long for the headlight to be attached.
기다란 거? 아까 안에서 기다란 거 본 거 같은데? 아이 좀 나와봐. 여기다. 소화기? 하는 거면 또 다 가져갈 거 없는 거지? 오케이.
The long pole is now attached. It will allow us to connect the headlight. The headlight is attached. The steam whistle is now connected.
Holmes, what can we do to make the steam whistle work?
It is elementary, my dear Watson. We shall need a fire extinguisher. The fire extinguisher. Now let us see what we have here. The steam whistle is ready to be used. Watson, I do believe that we have created an exact replica of the train that vanished in front of us last night. The criminal mind can be most inventive. I am somewhat in awe.
So such a thing is possible. If someone went to all the trouble of creating this fake train, then it was surely with the intention of stealing the real one.
Ah, Watson, you should not jump to conclusions. In fact, this does not tell us very much at all, except that the train did not evaporate into thin air.
Although you half suspected it.
Huh. At any rate, we now need to find where the real train might be hidden. I suggest we use my archives to find a more detailed map of our surroundings.
Well, I hope that justifies our having to load your massive archive suitcase onto the cab. It made us extremely unpopular with our driver.
이른 시기에 사라진 열차. 열차는 이브샴역 근처에 또 오지 못했던 자취를 감춘 시기는 그 이전이며 체스터필드역의 모습을 드러낸 열차는 손수레와 열차 부품을 이용한 가짜에 불과했다. 해서 마차로 가면 되나?
Now we have two maps. We must combine them properly.
아, 여기다. 가만히 좀 있어.
Here it is. There is a side branch to the railway. Its first switch is located between Bridlington and Chesterfield stations. There is one more station to be visited. It is located between Chesterfield and Evesham, and there should be a side railway to the nearby quarry. There is a small section of a railway at the end of Evesham station.
아하.
This suitcase contains my archives. We can consult with it if needed. It is fortunate that we took it with us.
A fake train? Ha! What a clever and devilish trick.
일단 가야 됐지? 철도역? 일단 그 전에
The entire train has disappeared. It's a disaster.
내가 궁금한 건 말이지. 도대체 저장 어떻게 하라는 거야? 어허.
This suitcase contains my archives. We can consult with it if needed. It is fortunate that we took it with us.
A fake train. Ha! What a clever and devilish trick.
내가 궁금한 건 뭐지?
There was a building here not so long ago.
But I don't understand, Holmes. Why would anyone destroy the shed in such a manner?
It was disassembled in great haste. It is most odd.
이런 공간이 있었어? 다수의 흔적, 바퀴 자국, 차량의 흔적.
Traces. Let's take a closer look. Nothing interesting here. Nothing interesting here. Nothing interesting here. Nothing interesting here. Nothing interesting here.
들어가.
The distance between the tracks is about 6 feet 7 inches. The vehicle would have been heavy, as these tracks are quite deep. These traces are relatively fresh and were made by a large truck loaded with materials. This road should lead to the town of Evesham. This road should lead to the town of Evesham.
이브샴으로 이어지는 건 알겠는데 이브샴으로 갈 생각은 없어 보이네. 들어가. 이브샴역 부근에 창고 건물이 박살난 상태이다. 근처에는 폭이 6피트 7인치 정도 되는 바퀴 자국이 깊게 패여 있었다. 무언가를 옮겼던 걸까? 이거를 역장한테 신문하면 되나? 아저씨 대화 좀 하자.
It appears that there was a small warehouse near your station and that it was disassembled. Why is that?
It was burgled overnight about 2 weeks ago. The police have already started their investigation, but I doubt that they'll find anything.
What was inside the warehouse?
Nothing of value. A few 100 feet of standby rails and some spare railway parts. But it wouldn't be easy to steal all of that. Why would anyone want to?
See you later, my good man.
아, 이부삼 철도 건널목을 조사하라는 게 저기를 얘기하는 거였어? 아하. 여긴 못 여는 것 같고 저긴만 열리는 거구나. 이요. 아저씨 화면에서 나가셨는데. 어디 보자. 철도야. 뭐야?
A
왜
funny
나오자마자
character.
가냐?
He looks anxious.
And he is not an Englishman. This scent is familiar to me, but in order to recognize it, I must combine my associations into one picture. A greenish-brown cigar with a strong aroma, a hint of peppermint. Ricardo.
You already know the name of this man? Holmes, you amaze me.
No, Watson, I refer to the cigar. It is a Ricardo Turrent, a Mexican cigar of an excellent quality. Quite an expensive one, too. This ashtray is full of ash and cigar stubs.
망할 칠레놈들이 회사의 미래가 자기들 손에 달려있다고 착각하는 모양이고 가만히.
Apparently, there was a conflict between the Mexicans and the Chileans. This ashtray is full of ash and cigar stubs. A greenish-brown cigar with a strong aroma, a hint of peppermint. These ashes and cigar stubs are similar to the one that we found on the floor. Some of the stubs were recently smoked. There are others that appear fairly old.
That means that the fellow spent several days here. Judging by his clothes, he's hardly a traveller or a tramp.
Well concluded, my dear fellow. A man who smoked the Ricardo brand of Mexican cigar spent several long days at Doncaster Station.
돈캐스터역이라는 건 어떻게 알아?
This ashtray is full of ash and cigar stubs.
오케이.
Newspaper articles on horse racing, hurdle, steeplechase and flat racing. He is a true enthusiast, Holmes.
betting slips for horse racing. The sums are quite impressive.
It can be an expensive vice. This man had probably used all his savings.
챙길 건 다 챙기는구만.
A telegraph.
Holmes, look. There's a flooded area over here.
I believe that the flooded area might be worth checking.
영문이 여기 있네.